stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my Bitcoin, Litecoin.
Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
We got Big GZ in the house. We got Wisdom Bars in the building. Let's go. Let's go. Hope everyone's doing well today. Wisdom Bar says we dumping like Trump's approval rating. That is a fact. I'll sip to that. I'll sip to that, my friend. What's going on, ladies and gents? We're going to get into it. Look at some trades. See what we got on the table for today. It is Monday, top of the week. Hyben is in the building. What's going on, brother? I was late getting my coffee together. Got to blame it on the coffee, guys. Always blame the coffee. If I don't have the coffee, it is not going down. Believe that. Believe that. All right, so we're going to get into today's episode. We saw a dip this morning, early this morning. Late last night, people started showing Elmo memes and all these different panicking tweets and stuff. And I think I saw Josh Jake blame Trump for this. I mean, we just going through it, ladies and gents. We are going through it. We are going through it, man. What is going on in the crypto markets? Silver, gold, huge comeback. Slowly but surely, the beast is unleashing again. They can't hold it down. I told you, you can't hold physical down. If the demand is there, hey, it's only so much COMEX can do when there's actual demand for this product, for this precious metal. Silver at $86.16. We'll take a look at the precious metals markets today. We'll look at Bloodalytics. Had some parameter updates over the weekend for Bloodalytics, or for Bitcoin. Ethereum Scalpalytics Pro V2, of course, you guys know, is out. So V2 is out. We did have a parameter update over the weekend, just circling the drain, getting the dialing in the algo, the new version of it for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Then we're going to move on over to Ethereum, Solana, and BNB, I should say. Then we'll move on over to XRP. All my XRP fans out there, where you at? Where you at? Then we'll move on over to SUI and dial that in with V2. It's just a process. It's a process. That's why I actually don't like having to upgrade. But this was a good upgrade. Functionally, this was a better trading system. So I'm glad I went ahead and did it. I'm glad I went ahead and did it, guys. So again, hit that like button. Share the stream. And of course, you can always join the team. Bloodalytics.com. You already know what time it is. Bloodalytics.com. I need one of those little jingles. Somebody make, I can just ask AI. How about that? Don't have to ask any of you Negroes. Hyben said he was having issues last week on audio. All good, bro. No need to say sorry. Look, man, I'm sorry that I didn't get a chance to stream last night. Weekly kind of AMA recap. I would have gone over in detail kind of the upgrades on the parameters for the Bitcoin Ethereum Scalpalytics Pro, but maybe we'll do one midweek or something. But V2 is live. We're looking for trades. Let me see here if I can bring up the chart really quickly. Oh no, what is that? Elmo? What you doing on my screen, Elmo? All right, so we got Bitcoin. Interesting take on Bitcoin. Did not expect this. So last night, 7 p.m., the dump started. It commenced at 7 p.m. Sunday night. Two massive candles. Really, that second candle at 8 o'clock was the one that really was like, oh, we took out basically this area right here. But guess what? Guess where we didn't go? If you take a look at this pink, channel here. This pink channel, boom, we bounced right off of it. Right off of the channel. Amazing. So, I know we're rolling back over now, and we'll take a look at the macro crypto chart just to see what's going on. Hit that like button too, by the way. We're getting started here. We're doing the TA now. We're going to look at Scalpalytics Pro in a second. See if we got any trades on deck. But we bounced right off of my channel. Some looks like some sushi sticks, right? Chop suey. Look at those sushi sticks there. Boom, we bounced right off of it. Came back up. And guess where we ended up coming back up to? It's all support and resistance lines, guys. That's all it is. Literally, that's all it is right here. We came right back up to here. This area. Right? That's where we came back up to. Rejected. So now, with that rejection, you know, if you're swing trading, that's a decent, I don't know if I could take that trade. I would have tried to place a short maybe up here. Hide your stop around the A. Remember, we trade A's and V's. All you do is hide your stop around above the A, like around here. Short it and come down. And see if we roll all the way over to take out this low here, session low. If we take that out, then we are going for 62. 63, I'm just going to call it. You know, we pretty much did 63. I'm calling that 63. 64, 300. We count pennies at that point. 6,300, 63,000. I'm calling it. We bounced there. So if we roll back over, then 62 flat or I would say 62 flat is really our last resort. If we can't keep 62 flat, guess where we go, guys? Dun dun dun. We go see Elmo. The pattern kind of, if we can't keep 62, then we're going to, I only see 53. I don't think I put anything else on this chart other than 53. And if we can't keep 53, we're so close to hell where Elmo is at 53, man. We might as well go ahead and give him a chef's kiss. You know what I mean? And then, you know, hopefully turn around. We got to turn around. Can't stay down there in hell, in Hades with Mr. Elmo. Don't want to do that. All right. So that's kind of like where we are with the technical, raw technicals on Bitcoin. Nothing else supporting resistance lines. Now, this was the chart I was telling you guys. It's fairly accurate every time. It's a slow read. It's not as quick and precise and to the minute as maybe a Scalpalytics Pro, but overlaying this bloodline on the total market cap really does help me see an overall sentiment for crypto. And on last Sunday, guess what? We crossed below the bloodline. Bearish signal all week. We tried to come up over the weekend a slight bit. We had a nice little rally Saturday, if you guys recall. But we tried another leg up this morning. Rejected. But again, if we keep this area, which I'm really thinking that we will, go back over here. We keep 62. What will have happen here is a move up, down, and then a move up to cross over the bloodline. And then we can have a nice macro buy signal for the crypto markets to at least take us back to $755 billion market cap for the altcoins and the altcoins only, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. We get back to that red line, might give us a little reprieve, a little release from the beast. Those bears, man, they are gripping us very hard. Pause, no doubt. All right, let's do a refresh really quickly on CoinMarketCap. See where we're at. Okay, all right, looking better. Looking better. Crypto greed at 14. As you guys saw before I refreshed that screen, it was at 11. So that was I want to say Friday. We were at 11, so we're getting a little bounce. And again, the rule of thumb is always buying the red. Always buying the red. Now, I will say this, because I'm out the market. And you guys know that I've been out of the market since 78 on the way up to 120, though. If we get above 68, I'm buying in. I'm going to start getting back in. I'm dipping my toe in at 68 or above 68. Why is 68? Well, the reason why is because this is a wider A here. We break that. That will kind of structurally break some of the downward trend line or downward momentum that I'm seeing. We get above 68, then we could see a run up to 71, 72-ish. And I'll let the markets tell us where we go from there. I'm not going to try to predict it, but that will be my first trigger point in back into the markets at 68K. So I'm going to go ahead and put a horizontal line here. Make that green. And yeah. That is where I will put an alert. We get above there, I'm going to start buying back in. Jonah Curry in the house. Dr. Great in the building. 10 Pound in the house. Shout out to him. Obvious bear trap. Obvious. We shall see, my friend. Let's do a wellness check on Mr. Mike Saylor. See how he's doing today. Stock is at 125, down 4%. Today alone, MNAV is at minus 4%, so it's off 4% today. He apparently bought some more. He apparently bought some more last week. Announced it over the weekend. You know, it's got to. Again, the day this guy stops buying, it is a problem. We got Ken Bozak, legendary Ken Bozak, just coming back from East Denver. Shout out to you, big bro. What's going on, my friend? So, the thesis here for me, guys, is if he ever stops. That's the problem. If he ever stops, we got a problem. If he ever stops, we have a problem. Okay? That's all you got to do is stop. Not sell, just stop. You're going to see the wrath of a panic sale from other companies and other individuals and maybe even ETF holders. We've been seeing outflows starting to creep up with the ETFs. Anyhow, NASDAQ Not helping Bitcoin today, down 1.1%. S&P down almost 1%. And look at the Dow. Dow down 1 1/3. And it's all because of the tariffs. You saw my tweet, or my thumbnail, I should say, this morning for this stream, the tariffs. He's back at it, baby. He's throwing a temper tantrum. You know, I have to admit, contrary to maybe Peter Schiff's opinion about tariffs, and he thinks it's a tax on Americans. I don't know, man. I can't say that it's a tax on Americans. I can't say that fully. I mean, we've raised how many billions of dollars? So just to see, our country want to reject anything to help pay down this debt is diabolical to me. And it's just sad because I see Trump really, his presidency unraveling right before our eyes. And by midterms or after midterms, this guy's going to be a lame duck, guys. Nothing's going to get done. He might as well just quit now. He might as well just go ahead and impeach himself. That's right, man. Hit that like button, man. Let's go. Let's get those likes up. Come on, ladies and gents. Get the likes up, please. It makes no sense. I know a lot of you watch from the TV. But still, let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. So, yeah, Trump is pretty much done. His presidency is done. It's done. No help, no hope, I should say, for Mr. President, Orange Man. Enzo said he's going to find a way. OG like OG double OG. Yes, sir. Ken out here fighting a good fight. Pointing out them scammers and jammers. Man, Bitcoin Ben. What's up with the name Ben and crypto? It's like, good God. Puppy Orange Face works for the V and the I. Yeah. I must agree with that. So, again, markets are down, all because of Trump. Crypto, probably, I don't know why we had to sell off on Sunday. Maybe at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock would be just before Asia opens. So maybe they were reacting to, Trump's comments on Friday. Okay, Bitcoin slid again down to 65, briefly dipped to 64, all because of the U.S. tariffs. That whole situation. The Supreme Court said Trump's tariffs were unconstitutional, but gave him this is how you know this shit is rigged. They said it was unconstitutional, which I don't think it is, but they said it was unconstitutional, but they gave him a way out. They said there's another way you can do it, but you can't do it this way. And of course he does it the other way. Like, crazy. Absolutely crazy. So Bitcoin is down, and I can bring this up. Bitcoin is down 24%. Maybe it bounced a little bit. It's at 22.7. It was 24% this morning or late last night when we saw the dip at 7 o'clock. The sell-off at 7, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard on Sunday. We were down 24% for the year. But Ethereum is down even worse. 34%. Worst start in a decade. U.S. listed spot Bitcoin ETFs is what I was talking about. As far as the outflows, historic 5-week outflow streak, totaling, guess what? 3.8 billion. So again, Michael Saylor buys, other people fry. He buy, we fry. You buy, we fry. You know what I'm saying? One of them situations. Now people still think that he's a genius and he's playing 4D chess and all of that. I was gonna say it's possible. Anything is possible. The probability of it, in my opinion, is very, very low. I think he is the exit liquidity for I don't know who. Is it just the ETF institutional outflows that's doing this? I doubt it. But that doesn't help. Broader crypto funds saw a $288 million weekly outflow. And, you know, unfortunately, I think this is a great buying opportunity for those Solana holders, man. One being me, one of them. I think this is a great opportunity. And again, if I see Bitcoin get above 68, I'm going in. I'm going in. So let's take a look at precious metals before we look at Scalpalytics Pro V2, which is out right now. Ladies and gents, go get it before the prices go up. You also have access to V1 if you're, you know, V1 was pretty dialed in, but V2, once we get V2 dialed in, V2 is going to be even better than V1. Even better, I'm telling you. But silver is sitting currently at $86,000. Not at all. What the hell is this pop up? Oh, so you're trying to... Come on, man. Now they're getting a little traction, and now they want to be all... Okay, there we go. So US spot, $87.22 for silver spot. Shanghai spot, 86. Look at the premium though. This is the first time I've seen this in a while, guys. Premium is negative. What is that telling you? Y'all let me know what does it mean when you see a premium and a negative? I feel like real buyers are really in the market in the US. We got some real buyers here in the US bidding us up. Bidding us up. Hey. This is an interesting situation we got on our hands, where we got Shanghai spot premium at a negative, backwardation slightly as well. Not much, nothing to really, you know, go home with, but very, very interesting times here. I think this is a sign. This is telling us something, and that something, in my opinion, is that the U.S. are starting to physically pick up on those, or at least it's showing in the markets. Maybe COMEX has to start buying, and they're buying from Shanghai, bringing that and closing that gap to the point where it is now negative. But both metals, even gold, both metals, record highs in January. We saw that 5,600, silver 116, touch 120 ish. But I think we're starting to head back up, guys. I think the bottom is starting to form on silver, and I told you guys before, we stay above, and bring this up, we stay above 71. That's an inverted head and shoulders, clear as day. Inverted head and shoulders on our screens right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, clear as day. I'm gonna squeeze it in a little bit so you can really see them. Pause. Inverted head and shoulders. Boom. There's the head. There are the two shoulders. And we cleared the A. We cleared the A at 85. So this is great. This is looking good. I'm doing the Jordan fist pump. Or the Tiger Woods fist pump. Whichever one you want to call it. The Jordan one was more like this. The Tiger one is a little lower. He brought it down. He brought it down and up. However you want to slice and dice it. Who we got in the chat room today, man? Hit the like button. That's all I know. Prospector, wait. So Trump tried to pump Bitcoin by raising tariffs? I don't know, man. Oh, classic, man. Brave attention tokens. I don't. And I had a decent amount of them. Still do. They're in my Uphold account. Uphold wallet. I got a few $1,000s where I need to go in there and look at it and see what the hell is going on. I don't even know what the price of that was. Jonah said cartel violence in West Mexico looks staged CIA event, but why? U.S. intervention in Mexico to fulfill North American Union agenda. Good point. Good point. Good point. Possibly. Possibly. Yes. Jalisco. Is it Jalisco or Jalisco? Big cartel guy gets Swiss cheesed over the weekend. Hassan Campbell tried to say it was the U.S., but it was the Mexican police or federales or whatever you want to call them. Dump team strikes again. Who? Not me. Not me, my friend. I'm already out the market, so I can't be dumping other than spot, trading futures. But I ain't doing nothing. You said it, man. I'm flooding my Sui BNB for the first time in Seoul. A good strategy. Yeah, good strategy. D Fuentes in the house. What's going on? Paris Hedgecock says here, Clarity Act March 1, stack sats. So Paris says that we're going to get that Clarity Act passed March 1st. Is it official that it's going to be passed, or what's going on with that? I haven't heard the latest in that. Is gold in Fort Knox? Surely globalists and Obama and Democrats stole it. I'm sure they listen. I put a tweet out, Paris. It's funny you say that. I put a tweet out last night, like late last night. Let me see if I can bring it up really quickly. I put a tweet out last night. I'm gonna bring it up for you. That talked about this very thing. And shout out to everybody watching over on X. Shout out to you. We got a lot of people over on X, man. Show me some love over on X right now. 2,200 people watching on X. Check this out. So, first of all, you got to see this. This right here is golden. Let me go back. Look at this, man. Look at this shit right here. Oh, man, y'all got to hit the like button for that one. You got to hit the like button for that one. Oh, my God. I thought it was Jalisco. I'm hearing people say Jalisco, but yeah, I thought it was Jalisco. Are they, though? Man, I might have to put this on repeat. This might have to be my background video loop on my phone. Oh, man. Shorty net 68K. No, I'm buying. I'm buying at 68. We break 68. JR, we're buying. Mike P in the building. You didn't miss it, man. I started late anyway, so we're just getting cooking. We're just getting good and going. So you're right on time. Trump said buy Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. He's always right. Well, he's not right about this Israel stuff, my friend. I don't know what we're doing, why we're getting in bed further with Israel and their agenda. We don't care what Israel wants to do. The real Americans don't. We don't want to go bomb Iran. Leave them niggas alone. Please. But what I was referring to, Paris, was a tweet I put out really early this morning. There's my guy, Joshua Jake. Shout out to Josh. He was formerly with Discover Crypto. Nice dude, smart guy. He's blaming Trump. He said, I'm honestly sick and tired of Trump. Nobody is winning. I don't know if this is some, he's just some engagement farming or what Josh is doing. But I said, he ain't the reason, but he ain't the solution either. See, Trump is not necessarily the reason why we're seeing this dump, guys. This really has very minimum input or reasoning or reason to happen because of Trump. This really has maybe 20% to do with Trump. This is something much bigger than Trump. It's not Trump, honestly. It's 20% Trump. This was going to happen regardless. And actually, if the Dems were in office, it would have happened even faster. You think Trump? If we're here and Trump is the most pro Bitcoin, what do you think it would have been with the Democrats? We would have been Elmo would have been pulling us up. We would have been below Elmo. Elmo would have been pulling us up. Dante's Inferno, we would have been at the 7th layer of hell. So, to your point, though, you were talking about Paris. I think something about, or someone was talking about gold. I put this out. Kim.com. I love Kim.com. Kim.com put out this saying Russia says IMF chief jailed for discovering all U.S. gold is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, if we needed any more evidence, we saw what the Epstein files. Clearly, Epstein said that all the Fort Knox gold was gone. I believe it. And the reason why I believe it is because, listen, everyone should have known this was okay. Any nation, this is what I put out as a tweet. Any nation that behaves as fiscally irresponsibly as the U.S. couldn't possibly have the discipline to stack gold. The infinite money glitch is just too enticing. And the infinite money glitch, ladies and gentlemen, is being able to, is the Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve. Those two working in tandem. A big circle jerk. One borrows from the other, and the other creates money out of nowhere. And it's just rinse and repeat. That's the infinite money glitch. Why would I stack big gold where I gotta really have it logistically? I gotta, it takes time. It's this and that and all of this. And why would I do that when I can just run the infinite money glitch? So no, of course we don't have any gold. We got rid of that a long time ago, before Trump, most likely before Obama. It was probably hell back when Bush 1 was in office. You guys let me know when you think all our gold was gone. Or like, when did we start the operation? Was it when Nixon took us off the gold standard? Did it happen right after that? Hell, it could be possible. I don't know. But let me know, when do you think most of our gold, at what point, which presidency was it that most of our gold was gone? I gotta blame it on CIA. I'm blaming everything on the CIA going forward. That's probably a safe bet. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's probably a safe bet. Enough yapping those gums. Let's take a look at Scalpalytics Pro. That's what we really want to do. Let's see if we got anything on deck for Scalpalytics Pro. What we got on deck for Scalpalytics Pro, ladies and gentlemen. So we have here, guys, a nice short that we're in on Bitcoin. Scalpalytics Pro V2 available right now. Getting in. Nothing on, never triggered anything on Ethereum. Setting up for a nice long if we do a reverse. But Bitcoin, we were able to take a short here at 24. Tried to go long right before that at 1017. Not talking about Jeezy. But short here, boom. Took 50% of our profits right here. And now we're letting the rest ride. Lock in some of those profits. Because we got to make up for last week, man. Last week was brutal. Friday was absolutely horrific. If I scroll back. And it's because we're just not, we're not going anywhere. We've been in a sideways market. This is over the weekend. We go all the way back to Friday. It was so much flopping and groping. I've never seen this much in my life. Like, we just went wicks up and down, not really getting anywhere, not making really much headwind at all. It was a losing trading session on Friday. So it's time this week. We're going to make it up. Don't worry. Once we get that breakout, because Scalpalytics is, listen, you're going to get the breakout. Thursday of last week wasn't as bad, but I think this is when I updated and pushed out the new version after Thursday session. So we didn't actually get these sequence of trades because the version we had out was not quite, it wasn't accurate. I found a bug, and that bug was not, it was causing some of these trades not to trigger. But we're going to make it up this week. We're poised to make it up this week, man. Either way, we're going to make money up or down and around town. So we're currently in a short right now with Bitcoin. We'll have to see how that pans out. Yeah. We'll just have to see. We will just have to see, mon frere. Let's take a look at X. See what we got cooking over on X really quickly before we wrap up for today's session. I went over TA earlier. If you missed it, go back and watch. Go back and watch. So this guy over here on X, he has this Peter Spina has says yesterday looks like the correction. Watch out lows for gold and silver prices. He said nicely engineered to create a max pain and wash out the weak paper players. Yeah, definitely can agree with that. Raising margin rates on historic drop was another nice trick. Yep, in the paper casino playbook. Usually, a drop entices a margin rate drop. Regardless, the moves to gold and silver were quite overextended in price, but the savage price smash was absolutely an overextended move to the downside, a grift, or I should say gift to buyers who buy extreme fear like we saw on Monday. 4,400 gold was a perfect technical support area. Silver in the low 70s as well. Now we target 5K again, and silver mid 90s, $100 an ounce. Do the blade dance, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Let's see what this guy says here on Reddit. Gold expected to go up this Monday. I mean, Yes. Yes. Yes, my friend. Yes. Gold at $5,200 today. Shanghai at 49. So we got a negative. Again, what I think is going on here, we saw spreads, at least on silver, out of control. 40% spreads. Shanghai to US spot on silver. Now the spreads are negative. That means we're buying, ladies and gentlemen. COMEX must be buying because they need that silver. They need the physical to deliver. So they got to start buying. And that's what I think is happening. You buy, we fry. That's exactly what is happening right now. So, gold definitely up today. Texas Precious Metals talking about giving a gold update here. Surges over 4,100 or 5,100. Silver at 85. Kind of going through some of the spot precious metal prices. Okay. Walter Bloomberg says precious metal volatility set to continue. I totally agree with that. So here we go, a grift for this crypto market, and this was 2 days ago though. SEC has changed the rules which force Wall Street to need $2 million in capital to hold $1 million in stablecoins. TradFi broker dealers must follow capital rules when they hold an asset. They must set aside capital based on how risky regulators think the asset is. So, stablecoins were treated as 100% haircut. That means if a broker dealer held $1 million in stablecoins, regulators treated that entire $1 million as unusable for capital purposes. To stay compliant, the firm effectively had to keep another $1 million in its own capital locked up. So, holding $1 million in stablecoins locked up about $2 million of balance sheet capacity. That made stablecoins inefficient and unattractive to regulatory or regulated institutions. So now the SEC clarified the haircut should be 2%, similar to money market funds. I don't know why they're similar to money market funds when clearly we don't get any of that, right? They don't pass any of that interest over to us according to, I don't know if it was a Clarity Act. It was another act that Trump passed where we saw, listen, the end user, the consumer holding these coins don't get any interest. Matter of fact, the banks issuing these, the institutions issuing these stable coins can't give us any interest pass through. What is that about? That's not good for us. But at any rate, they've changed. SEC has changed some of the rules, I guess, making it much more enticing for institutions to hold stables. Don't know what that means. I mean, I guess that's bullish, but no. We got bigger problems on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This ain't got nothing to do with stable coins. And that is not going to be a catalyst for any shit going higher in crypto. Pierce says no silver in Fort Knox either. Hey, I agree with that one. Of course not. You can't expect such an irresponsible, fiscally irresponsible nation to hold gold. Hell no. It's the antithesis. Holding gold is the antithesis of the system that the creatures from Jekyll Island created. You know? It's just not going to work. It's not going to work. It's like oil and water. It ain't going to mix. It's not going to mix. It's going to look like it's mixed up when you shake it, but it ain't going. Once that shaking stops, you start to see what's going on. Yeah, you finally realize not so great. Bitcoin ETFs bleed 3.8 billion in historic 5-week outflow streak. Outflows underscore persistent institutional worriness towards Bitcoin after the early October crash. So this is definitely Michael Saylor and strategy or exit liquidity for the ETFs. But I think something more, some players behind the scenes are really the ones dumping this Bitcoin or causing these moves down. And I'm just trying to figure out why. But I'm not going to be able to blame it and pin it all on the ETF outflows. What's this Iran war talk now? I don't know. If we actually do go to war, it's not going to be good for crypto. Just know that. It's not going to be good for stocks either. And this could be, part of the reason we're heading lower. They're saying it's the Trump thing. That, of course, could be a part of it, but typically it's not all 100% one thing. So, this is crazy, though. Oh, I thought this was the flights canceled over in Jalisco after the boss man got Swiss cheese. They started going into the damn airport. It's not funny, but the cartels started going into the airport and shooting up the damn airport. What are you shooting the airport up for? Your boss's Spirit didn't fly on Spirit out of the airport. He didn't fly up anywhere. He fell down. His Spirit fell down, most likely. Didn't fly up. But that's pretty much it for today, guys. We're in a short right now, complimentary of Scalpalytics Pro. If you guys are interested in trying it out, you can do that for a 7-day free trial. Just send me your UID number that you use to create an account. You got to use the link in the description below, or scan the QR code with WeX. One other thing, it just reminded me, I'm going to start getting this Discord server back up and running. It's been dormant for over 2 years, but we're going to get it back up and cracking. So I'll have a link for the server on the next live stream. So come join us. We got a whole bunch of different channels already in there. I organized it, just never use it. Been more of a Telegram man, but we're going to get the Discord up and popping because there's a lot you can do on there. So definitely want to get involved with you guys there. So next stream I will have the Discord server on deck. Again, 7 free days trial with Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro V2 with WeX. All you gotta do is sign up with WeX, create yourself a new account. Even if you have one, scan that QR code there. If you deposit at least $100, you get $50 in trading bonuses as well. Send me your UID number and your TradingView username to algo@cryptoblood.io, algo@cryptoblood.io, and I will set you up, send you a link for a 7-day free trial of Scalpalytics Pro, ladies and gentlemen. All right? Let me drop that in the chat room really quickly. Nah, man, war is not good, bro. It's just, I mean, now listen, hold on. War is good for certain situations, and you got to go to war sometime. But this shit we're doing here is unnecessary. Leave them, how many times? Leave them niggas alone. Leave my Iranian people alone. Let them be a theocracy. Let the Ayatollah leave people alone, bro. Like, I don't understand why we can't just deal with the problems that we have over here. We got a lot of them. I know why. Because they want to distract us with other shit because it's horrible here. We're behind in technological advancements. China is beating our ass. They got better EVs. They have better robots. Did you see the robot show? Before we leave, I gotta play you the robot show. 4,600 American soldiers on aircraft carrier cannot use toilet. I didn't hear about that, Blink. I didn't hear about that. Let's play. I gotta play you this. I have to play you this before we leave. Let me pull it up. Go to my histories because I was watching it last night. Sent it to my boy John app. I said, this is what we got going on here. This is what we got going on as competition. Okay? Don't let them fool you. China is way ahead of us. And almost all, they might be ahead of us in the AGI as well. In the race to AGI, they just might be. You know, they were saying it's a 6-month gap. It could have been. But things change quickly. Let's take a look at this. We're going to wrap it up with this one, man. This is our outro right here, man. This is diabolical. Look at this. Actually, let me share it this way so you can hear. I mean, you know, I guess you don't need to hear. You don't need to hear the music or the sound. I'll just play a little background music while this plays. Hit the like button as we wrap up today's stream. I'll figure out what day we'll do an AMA this week. But check this out, guys. We have robots doing backflips. Now toward the end, we get the minute bow of the robots, the big guy. The head honcho comes out. Look at this. I mean, this is diabolical, man. You guys gotta see this. The big guy comes out. Look at this. I'm just gonna end on that one. Peace, people. Holla.
Icon, yeah. Since I was born, been stacking my corn. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. Your girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks. We'll do it live.
Okay.